Ginger's a happy girl. I just put some fresh hay in here. She has started sleeping with the goats again. We tried it out the other night and there's been no issues. She's barking a lot less at night when she's in here. When we leave her out, she'll bark like nonstop, probably for no reason sometimes. You like the fresh hay? As soon as I spread it out, she came right in and laid down on it. Who's a good girl? Yeah, she, I think sometimes goes in her doghouse, but she likes to be with the goats because that's her job, to protect them. He sucks. Hey, bud. Hey. This goat is so sweet. I love him. I feel bad that half the time Oreo won't leave him alone. Oreo! Oh, jeez. No biting, Ginger. Be a good girl. Oreo let me pet him just now. Sometimes he lets me, sometimes he doesn't. Ah, Oreo. Let me pet you this time. He's a good boy. Oh, Ginger. Ginger, I need to be able to pet the goaties too. No biting. The goats have done a number on the trees. You can see they ate the bark off. Socks is finding some leaves to munch, apparently. All right, y'all be good. No mouth, Ginger. Ginger, paw. Yes. No biting, though. Sometimes she listens, and sometimes she doesn't, but she's still a puppy. You gotta be a good girl. Hi, pretty girls. This is Penelope, for those who don't know. She's my buff Orpington. She's one of the first chickens I ever got. Hey, girl. And that one right there, the brown one, is an Easter egger. She has poofy little cheeks, and she doesn't have much of a comb like the other ones do. So this type of chicken is really good for a cold climate, because when we used to live up north, sometimes they would get frostbite on their big combs and their wattles. So the Easter eggers, or the Americana chickens, they have what's called a pea comb. So it's just a very small little comb on the top. She's next to my black Australorp right now, having a drink. Hi. Here's my Henrietta girl, Penelope's sister. Hey, Henrietta. Hey, pretty girl. Gizmo is finishing up his food. Went to the feed store today. Had to get some more rabbit food and some more goat food. Just got chicken food recently. We have another Rhode Island Red jumping up on the cart. They're so funny. So these are Wyandottes. They're not my favorite. I questioned about keeping them around or not, because I was going to be processing some other chickens with a friend of a friend's, but we didn't end up doing it that day, so I figured keep them around for now. But anyways, I was getting the layer crumbles, and I instead got the pellets this time, and they were not really that interested. So they're acting hungry, but they have food. I think they just want more scratch. What are y'all doing? There's Penelope, my favorite girl. There she is. There she is, my favorite chicken. My favorite chicken. Yes, Gizmo, I will be right there. Gizmo says, hurry up, woman. I'm hungry. So I was out back feeding Ginger and the goats and Gizmo, which is our smaller pig. And then I noticed my dogs were barking. I turned around and Miss Petunia got out again. She was in the driveway. So yeah, this is gonna be fun. Probably can't record this right now, but I'm going to basically open up this fence and try to get her back in. Okay guys, so I got really lucky. So Nick put this piece on. I thought I was gonna be able to come out here and snip the zip tie with some scissors, but he put this piece on. I noticed it came off on the bottom here. So as soon as I lifted up the bottom of the fence, she just walked right in. So I got really lucky with that. So now we know they're getting out over here. She was getting out right over there before because somehow the piece on the bottom came undone or something. I don't know, but like I said before, we're gonna have to hook the electric fence back up. She is the only one that ever gets out. We've been very fortunate that she has not gone up to the road, which is right past the hill right there. She mostly just stays in the yard. This time she ventured down the driveway a little bit. So very fortunate, nothing bad happened. I think she got out like just now because I didn't notice her out a little while ago. Good girl, going back in, Petunia. Here's all the ladies. They're all doing well. They're still molting a bit. I just cleaned out their coop again yesterday. They're like little poop machines in there. Especially now that it's getting darker earlier, you know, at night and staying darker later in the morning. They're spending more time in the coop, which means they're pooping in there more. And the Rhode Island Reds will start laying pretty soon. They don't molt the first year. So it should be around that time now, within the next couple weeks or so, that they should start laying, hopefully. So we shall see. Hello, Pig Pig. Hey, Gizmo. How are you, buddy? So we have one chicken that's not doing too well right now. There she is coming out of the coop. You can see her coming out right now. So I checked her out briefly this morning before I went to work, and her front, like her breast area, is very squishy, and when I was gently pressing on it, it also sounded kind of gurgly. So I'm going to be bringing her in the house and doing a few different things with her. So, hi, Mr. Gizmo. Do you want your food? Do you want your food? Anytime I give him food and he accidentally pushes it near the fence, the chickens get it and they go crazy about it. Gizmo, are you being impatient? Are you being impatient, Gizmo? Piggy wants his food. Piggy wants his food. I'm working on it. Oh my goodness. Well, that didn't work out too well, did it? Move your head. There we go. You're a good boy. You need some more water too, huh? And in other news, I did get a new rooster from Ashley. He is really handsome. So he is what you call a blue copper Moran, and he's very nice. I put him in a crate separately for the first day so him and the girls could see each other, but they weren't all together right away. And then that night I put him in the coop. That's the best time to introduce new chickens, is at nighttime. So I put him in there at night, and the next morning everything was fine. I didn't notice there being any kind of a scuffle between him and the hens. So I don't know if it happened and I just missed it or if it just didn't happen. But yeah, everything is going well so far. He just doesn't really have a name yet. So he is bigger than my last rooster. He is almost twice as big as far as like girth goes. And he's got a big old comb and big wattles as well. So I wanted to name him Hercules. That was also one of my favorite movies as a kid, Disney movie. So I want to name him Hercules. The kids want to name him Oliver, with his nickname to be Pancake, which makes no sense at all, but so we'll see. His name might be Oliver, or I might just secretly refer to him as Hercules when the kids aren't around. Cody's all done eating. Cody's all done. Oh. Stop. Oreo. Hey, Socks. Hi, handsome. He's the sweet one. Piggies are hungry. So we officially got all the electric fence hooked back up. The big one, Miss Thing, nipped Nick right in the pants on the back of the leg when he was putting it up. So I had to guard him the rest of the time for him to get it hooked up. But now, since he did it, this one on the right here, Petunia, has not been getting out, so that's a plus. So Queenie is going to the vets today. I think she has water belly. I've tried a few things at home that aren't really working. She's pretty miserable and has diarrhea. So I think she's got a couple things going on, so she's probably going to need some kind of medication and possibly need to be drained out. Alright, so the vet came in and looked at Queenie. They don't think that she has water belly, but there's really just not much to her. She doesn't really have much for meat on her. They just used a piece of tape on her leg to see if maybe she's got like mites or something like that. She's still molting. They've been molting for quite some time now, but they are going to give her an antibiotic that's going to help with the diarrhea. And they're not. I asked them if they think she's going to like thrive after she's on the medication. They can't really tell me for sure. So they just took the tape in the back to see if there's mites on it. So we'll see if that's what she's got going on. But hopefully she'll start feeling better after she has some medicine. So we discovered that she has mites. I thought they were just molting foolishly because I've never had a mite situation before. But she wasn't just molting. She was losing a lot of feathers and stuff because she has feather mites. I had to go to a feed store and get some permethrin, I think that's what it's called. And you have to mix a small amount of it in water. It gives you a chart with the dilution ratio. So I had to dunk all the chickens into this special bath. So they didn't like it. You didn't like it very much, did you? No, you didn't like having a bath. So luckily, I was able to do it on a nice, warm, sunny day. It is early November here in Southwest Tennessee. It's starting to cool off, especially at night, but sometimes during the day, it's still getting up into like the 70s. So I think it was mid-70s that day when I gave them all a bath. So hopefully that helps. Not only did she have mites, but they did a fecal sample, and turns out she also has worms. She has what's called capillary worms. Never heard of that. It's a parasite. So the vet prescribed some antibiotics for her, and they also gave her a dose of the ivermectin, whatever, when I was there with her. And she's been on the medicine for a few days now. I've been bringing her in at night because she's not even able to go up into the coop at this point because she's very weak still. Like when I was at the vet, they said she doesn't have much meat on her right now, so those darn mites have been like sucking the life out of her. I feel terrible because I didn't realize that's what was going on until, you know, she started acting like really lethargic. There she is right now. So she's over cleaning still. So I've been bringing her in at night, and she's been sleeping in the crate, but then I'll let her out for like a little bit in the morning and the evening so she can eat because she hasn't had much of an appetite. Well, yesterday evening when I checked the area to clean it up and everything, I found what I thought was like a piece of poop on the floor. It was not. She passed a worm, like a dead, like ringworm. It was so nasty. I've never had this problem before. It's terrible. So the good thing about seeing that nasty dead worm on the floor means that the medication is working. So I'm hoping that she'll start doing better from here on out. The other chickens seem fine. I can't really tell if they have the mites too, but I just treated them all just in case. And here's the piggies. Oh, I wonder if the electric fence is not on because she was just able to touch that without it zapping her.